Hello everyone and welcome to Procedure Counters, the Dungeons & Dragons campaign brought to you by Lich Souls Gaming. I am your Dungeon Master Michael. We have an exciting session in store for you tonight. But first, we have a few announcements to get through. First and foremost, a lot of the music you'll be hearing tonight is brought to you by Midnight Syndicate. Midnight Syndicate is a music production group creating goth, horror, and fantasy RPG music that you can be using at your tables at home. For more information, go to midnightsyndicate.com or use the command in our Twitch chat, !midnight for a clickable link. You can watch your music videos on YouTube, listen to music on Spotify, or even ask your Amazon Alexa device to play Midnight Syndicate right now. We have artwork. Artwork was created by Jeremiah. Jeremiah is Rosad currently in this campaign. He's our resident artist. You can commission him. Join our Discord using command !Discord, and you can message him to make your art and then pay him money to do so. And he will give you fabulous art like the ones that we have for our own characters here in the DnD campaign. Amazing, great, it's fantastic, great skill, fair pricing. Jeremiah. So yeah, great time. Only Crits is one of our sponsors as well. Only Crits, you can use the command !Lich Souls at checkout for a discount on dice related accessories, all types of dice, resin dice, metal dice, gemstone dice. It's a really cool company, and why not get a discount while you're shopping for your dice addiction? Something, don't eat your dice. There's that.
What was the?
You can never have enough dice.
What's the link in our Discord to get that information?
!Only Crits.
Yeah, and Twitch. I'm saying words. These make sense. Hi.
Yes, it's a great time. Lastly, we have a Java Minecraft server. There's currently a boss out on that server that you can go fight to get a special teleportation crystal. It's mc.lichsouls.com is the server address to connect to it. It is 1.20.5, something like that. The update right before Happy Gas. And we'll be updating it to the most recent version of Minecraft upon the plugins being updated to the most recent version, because those are all independent developers that we use to bring great quality of life to our server, to fix things or make things better. So we got to go at their pace as well. So it's great. And I am very excited to announce that the newest boss will be coming to the server next week with a special healing item that will allow you to heal all players within a few blocks of you every 2 to 3 minutes. So that's a great time. That's a lot of fun. And yeah, all the bosses are going to be fantasy inspired. All the items are going to be inspired from this campaign. So great times. Is there anything else that we have? I don't think so.
We love the gays. We're still celebrating Pride Month into July with all of our merch in our Redbubble store. Go ahead and check it out. All of our proceeds go to, remind me one more time, Trevor Project. Thank you. I was going to say Tyler, but Trevor sounds better. That's all I have, though.
All right. So why don't we play some D&D, everybody?
Yeah.
Grab your drinks, grab your snacks as we let's just
let's just chill tonight.
We'll do it next week.
Yeah. Hey chat, how y'all doing tonight?
Do you want me to hit the 5 push-ups button so you can do some push-ups during this?
Welcome to the Lich Souls ASMR stream. So yeah, grab your drinks, grab your snacks as we welcome you to our table and we begin tonight's session of, I hate all of you, Procedure Counters. And here tells what happened last week in his very own words is none other than Rosad. Take it away.
After that mess of a trial in Helia, our resident egghead decided to take a look at the mummified monkey paw we received as a reward. She deduced that the holder of the paw can make a wish in typical wishing fashion, i.e., I wish blah blah blah. But whatever you wish will always act as a double-edged sword. No avoiding it, no workarounds. Pretty fucked up. Figured while she was in the identifying mood, I'd have her take a look at the dagger I won off that guy way back when. Must have been the curse of this obelisk getting to me, but I blacked out for a second, and it seems Emmeline clumsily backed onto the knife. But everyone blamed me. I said that wasn't possible. If I had done it, wouldn't have been as sloppy. We took a much-deserved rest, with Cram and myself leading on the first watch. We spoke about how sad it was seeing Emmeline curled up next to Val's corpse like that. It's a rough thing to go through, losing the one you love, and the current situation around it makes it even worse. Me and the Tin Man caught a glimpse of something shiny on the horizon. We thought it would be a good idea to get a closer look in case it was something of note. Turns out it was an obelisk, or at least an obelisk-shaped thing. We poked and prodded, sounded hollow, and I insisted it might be some fucked up metal latrine. Despite that, Cram dug his hands into the dirt. Kind of gross. Found a flat part of the structure, figured it must go down further. Headed back to the campsite to rest, telling the next watchers about what we saw, and we got some shut-eye. We found out that the structure was actually the roof to a much larger structure. Part of a buried Saraxan city. That's a jackpot to me. We investigated further and thought of ways to proceed. And during this time, we met a big orc lady who was waiting back at our camp. Apparently, she was looking for Naoki. She's supposedly sent by that group of tree huggers he associates with, but I don't know. Seems a little sketchy, and she seems a little bit too giddy about everything. I don't really like that. After finishing our rest, we proceeded down into the city with our schnoggles. This Sinasha lady made herself useful by lowering a few of us down. We weaved our way through what was supposedly the ancient capital, Tel Rion. Cram had flashbacks about it or something. He seemed pretty shaken about the whole thing. I don't know what that's about. But we made our way into the city and ran into Father Shitstain's loot-plucking buddy. He didn't want any trouble apparently, and he wasted our time by not answering any of our questions. We moved on. You know, he mentioned a fight, and I kept pressing him about that, but, you know, nothing of use from him. And while we were walking, and that we knew, and wished for us to find our way to the obelisk, which we did. We were real close, real fast. We could see Father Lyricus by the obelisk with his team, and we had to figure something out. And we spent a bunch of time deliberating. Cram put on some crown off of some dead guy inside of the room we were in. And the succubus Nocera found us and escorted us down to the obelisk, where the priest decided to give us all of his divine reason and all that bullshit. And if I'm going to be honest, we were in a panic. I wasn't sure what to do, but through quick thinking, I established a link between everybody, and I asked Emmeline where the paw was. And things started getting sticky, and I decided to make a wish for Nocera and that holy oath to be banished from this place.
Thank you so much, Rozan. And that is where we're going to pick off where we left off. I'm going to go ahead and give everybody a visual.
Immediate visual. Fight. Danger.
Sheets.
Because this was all discussed last week without a visual. So let me go ahead and rectify that now.
Whoa.
Oh.
I don't like that.
Whoa.
Damn.
Green.
There's 4 of them now? Sorry.
So
They fly now.
Oh, shit.
I didn't do it this time. It wasn't me.
Somehow the obelisks have returned.
The obelisk somehow.
So what we have here is a map made by me. Here in the middle is this very large monolith that is shattered in its middle with a rift kind of circling with a black center and green outline, giving off this green energy that you guys remember from your visions. Standing in front of it is Father Lyricus with these 4 pillars that have crystals at the top of them with the same growing light. You all are about around this square here, and that is where you can put your tokens. There was a echo that was summoned last
There was?
session.
He is hidden somewhere within
So-
30 feet.
Let that be a you thing.
Behind this pillar here. Wait, how tall are these pillars?
The pillars are about 15 feet tall.
Okay, then yeah, he should be fine.
Not 15 feet tall. They are like 30 feet tall with a 15-foot diameter. About
then
10
yeah,
foot
he's fine.
diameter. So that is where we currently are. This wish was just made to make Mistress Pyradel and Burkle Farstone be banished from this place. As this wish is spoken, Burkle looks to Father Lyricus and nods. The succubus that you know, with the last name of Pyradel, she says, I know what I must do. And with a flash of light, they disappear.
I know what I
Lucas
must do.
speaks up at this point. The interesting thing about the wording of the words you just spoke is that this place can have many meanings. Have you ever wondered how we knew where you were? Nulcera, stepping out behind everybody, is Nulcera Pyradel. Except her hair is much more grayed than you previously remembered. There are lines running from her eyes as wrinkles have clearly made their mark on her body. She looks aged. You see, your wish banish her from this place in time. You sent her to the past. And all of these preparations were able to be made for this moment due to your singular mistake. He begins to raise his hands as the light of the monolith grows much more fiercely. And everyone, it is time to roll for initiative.
Not putting up with this tenant bullshit.
So let's go ahead and get this going.
This is why we need to be careful when we make wishes.
God damn.
Not my best, not my worst.
No. Oh, I didn't. Keep forgetting that.
Holy shit.
Shit,
He's giant.
Damn.
Big woman!
I need y'all
Good.
to show. Thank you.
You know how we feel about giant goth women.
All right. Let me go ahead and get these two.
Like,
on
you
the
get
board.
mad at us, and it's like, my brother in Christ, you're the one that's, enabling it.
But only she's reappeared that we can see.
Only she has reappeared that she can that you can see.
Right.
And you tell her she's older now, so she's official MILF status now? Like, come on, man, you're just setting this all up for us. The jokes are writing themselves, Michael.
All right. So,
Look at all those 18s. Holy crap.
Damn.
We need to put in our dexterity mods there.
With that, everybody, we are now in the first round of combat. Rosette is up first, Emlyn is on deck, and Sinasha is in the hole. You may begin.
All right. Did I just get moved? It's your turn? No, I think Talia moved.
Yeah, I did not move you.
I did not. move.
Isaac wasn't on a grid.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead and take your turn.
70 feet. Yeah, I'm just measuring stuff out. Oh, yeah. That's a attack against Father Lucas.
Okay.
It's a 23.
23 will hit.
All right. For 11 points of psychic damage.
Okay.
And I will attack with my offhand at advantage due to the
hold
Vex
on.
property.
He is going to, as a reaction, cast Hellish Rebuke.
Okay.
Can I use my reaction to counterspell, please?
You may. So I need to make a saving throw.
That is correct. The DC will be a Constitution saving throw of 16. Pretty please.
All right. Base roll is 18, so that will succeed.
He will succeed.
Yep. So he will go ahead and cast that. I need a dex save from you, please.
Cool. That's a 16.
That will fail.
One moment. Will a 19 succeed?
19 will succeed. You will take half damage.
I will take no damage.
You'll take no damage. All right.
And I will make a offhanded attack at advantage from the Vex property. That is a 19.
19 will hit.
All right. I'm going to do something silly, which is use Cunning Strike withdraw. So I'm going to subtract 1d6 from my sneak attack. So let me roll this damage really quick. That is going to be 3 plus. All right, 9. So that is a total of 11 psychic damage to him again.
All right.
And I will move over here with my withdraw. So that's a free 15 feet, and I will move 30 more feet this way.
Okay.
And that will be my turn.
All right. So it is now Emlyn's turn. Sinasha on deck.
Yeah, before I make any moves, can I analyze these towers? The crystals on top, are they glowing? Are
That
they
would be an
connected
Arcana
to?
check, and it would take your action.
I'd be willing.
Okay.
Let me go ahead and pull this up real quick. And in addition to this, Arcana check, bada bing. I'm using my inspiration point. Thank you very much. 24. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Let's go. 24.
So the crystals seem to be some sort of mage light, or and also can be used as an arcane focus.
Interesting. Excellent. I'll move behind this tower, and that will be my turn.
All right.
Okay. No legendary actions. Can I do my turn?
You can do your turn.
Excellent. So Sinasha to focus on Father Lyricus and let out a guttural roar, which echoes with an otherworldly energy. You see sprigs of wood start to grow across her cheeks. Bodies is 17 hit, vitalized by the connection to.
We have missed like half of the things you just said.
Yeah. Okay. What do I do?
Aim your mouth toward your mic.
Yeah. Okay. Anyways, so Sinestro rages.
Okay.
Gains 7 temporary hit points. I'm gonna. She lets out an otherworldly roar that echoes as sprigs of wood and body, giving this otherworldly protection, and immediately lunges forward, easily reaching Father Lyrcus. Okay.
I got the most of that. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. I'm not sure what else to do from that point. And I'm gonna do some attacks. That's what we do. So, does an 18 hit?
18 just hits.
Okay. 18 just hits. So that does 16 good old-fashioned slashing damage.
Okay.
I'm gonna see +2 from rage, so that's 18 slashing.
All right, 18 slashing total. Got it.
Sorry, new character who dis, so I'm just stuff. I'm just not sure how cleave. So there's another creature nearby. Gonna go in for a second attack. Should have extra. Not used to playing a martial anymore, man. 23 hits.
23 will hit.
Cool. And that is 12 slashing damage.
All right.
Cool. So that is really everything here. But yeah, we'll end our turn face to face.
All right. Well, that is now Father Lyrcus' turn. He is going to take out a book. This book seems to be made of some sort of toughened leather. It has a twisted face on its cover, and he is going to point. And from that point that he chooses, a sphere of this inky blackness, this void comes shooting out. It is going to be in a 60-foot sphere.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Damn.
right. Wait.
60 feet's a lot.
What am I trying to do here? Come on. Come on. There we go. Right here is how far it's going to reach. For those of you who are in this, which is everybody, you hear this shrieking, this nonsensical words being spoken. It starts to get into your brain. You hear laughter, and it's like this maddening sound. And this is, by the way, magical darkness, and nobody, even if you have dark vision, cannot see inside. So you're all considered blinded.
Great.
Nice.
Blind.
Great. Huh.
Is he not blinded then? If he's the one that casts it, or is he blinded as well?
You would not know.
Oh no. Dun dun dun.
So with that, he is going to end his turn. Naoki, at the start of your turn, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw as you're starting your turn in this maddening darkness.
At the 9.
All right. You are going to take some psychic damage. 53 points of psychic damage.
Wow.
Me, I guess.
What?
What
Okay.
the fuck?
Oh
Shit's
my
getting
God.
real.
He's down.
He's
I'm
down, yeah.
sorry.
Down.
Naoki just has blood start to pour out of his eyes and his nose and his ears, and you don't see it, but you hear someone collapse nearby.
Oh my god, you're right next to me as well.
All right. It is now Renatus' turn.
Well, I mean, I don't even know what I
need a
can
wisdom
do
saving
here.
throw,
but-
please.
Yeah. Fuck, that's an 11.
Shit.
A lot better. 28 points of psychic damage.
Hey, we take that.
You may now proceed with your turn, however you feel.
Well, there's not really much I can do if I can't see. I really the only thing. Wait, can I even hit him from here? So I kind of threw all my plans out the window here. Oh, cool. And I don't know that. I don't know that she's in the way. Yeah, I literally can do nothing here.
All right.
Except stumble around in the dark
I mean,
and
you
hope I
can
don't hit one of my
move.
friends.
You can still move.
Okay, and then what?
Figure it out. I don't know.
Pray.
Okay,
You know, you're-
I'm
you
gonna.
know you're in
I guess
darkness.
I'll move to where I think my echo was at.
I mean, you would still have a rough idea as to where people are when the darkness, because nobody has moved yet.
Okay.
Like, you're not a dumb character.
Well, yeah, but
Just giving you some clarifying information so you can make the best guess you got.
okay. Yeah. Then I'll move. I'll move to. How far can I move here? Yeah, I'll move to the other side of this pillar, right about there. I think it's. Yeah, right there.
All right. So now nobody knows where Renatus is currently standing. You hear a shriek within the darkness. This was not the plan. And that's all.
Do we recognize the voice?
You do. It is Nulsera.
Oh, so she's suffering as well.
Talia, I need a wisdom
Probably.
saving throw, please.
Oh no, oh no.
18 will just save, so you get to take half of the damage,
Yay!
which is 16 points of psychic damage.
Still, fucking hell, man.
I almost
Okay,
rolled max
then.
damage on the Naoki roll, by the way. That's kind of insane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And he was already
eh,
hurt. He got Nash. You know.
All right, Talia, you may take your turn how you see fit.
Right. With you saying that, then I should still know where Naoki is. So. I am going to cast Cure Wounds on Naoki.
Okay,
Will it
I'll allow
be still just. Yeah, because it's touch and I still technically should know where he is, right?
You just go.
I'll allow it.
11.
goes- Found him.
You've got 11 points. Back to you. You are alive.
Naoki
You're
comes back up with
alive.
11 points.
Woo! Hell yeah. And then, other than that, I'm gonna just move down a little bit closer to Miss Goth lady down here. And then that'll be it for me.
All right, it is now Cram's turn. Cram is next. Rosette is on deck.
I got a 14 for my wisdom.
All right, that will
Save.
fail. You're gonna take full damage. 31 points of psychic damage.
Okay. So, ouch. I'm going to go towards where Rosard was, or where I think he might be. And then I'm going to say into the darkness, Rosard, pass me the monkey's paw. I've got a plan, and then I'm going to hold my action to use the monkey's paw if it's given to me.
Okay.
That'll be everything.
Rosette, it's now your turn.
Would passing it be an action, or could I just use it as an item interaction?
It would be considered interacting with objects, so that would be a free action for the first time you do it.
Okay. Yeah, Rosado will pass it to where he heard Cram's voice from.
All right. You may now use your...
Okay.
Shit.
I wish for the power and knowledge on how to destroy the obelisk.
Okay. I'm going to DM you while Rosette takes his turn.
Rosard, I think, needs to make a wisdom save as well, by the way, just so you know. Sorry.
It's a 21.
21 will
20.
succeed.
You
You'll take
stupid.
half damage.
Cool.
That is 14 total after the half.
The only time rolling a 21 does not make you stupid.
14. Rosad will move to where he last saw Father Lucas. Let me input this damage real quick. And he still has advantage from the Vex property from his last attack, so it levels out to flat roll. Which will be a 27 to hit.
It misses. He is not there.
He's not there. Oh my goodness. Let me check something. Would I? This is a question. Would I have been able to hear him move?
So that would require the search action. So it'd be a perception check to see if you could make out where he was. So basically, let me tell you the effects of the spell. Magical darkness spreads to a point that you can choose within range to fill a 60-foot radius sphere until the spell ends. The darkness spreads around corners. A creature with dark vision can't see through this darkness. Non-magical light, as well as light created by certain spells or lower, cannot illuminate the area. Shrieks, gibbering, and mad laughter can be heard within the sphere. Whenever a creature starts its turn in the sphere, it must make a wisdom saving throw or take 8d8 psychic damage on a failed save, or half as much damage on a successful one. So you can still hear, but it does require that you use a search action to do so.
Okay, I wouldn't have passively been able to hear where he was, where he moved.
Not in this case, no.
Okay. Alright, I mean, can't really do much else here then. Yep, that'll be it.
All right.
Let me go ahead and roll a wisdom saving throw real quick.
All right. 21
21,
is a success.
let's
You will
go.
take 20 points of psychic damage. As the
Ouch.
total was 40.
Yeah. Ouch. Ouch. Okay. You know what? We take that in stride. Elith, or not Elith, Emmeline is going to push off this pillar to the left, straight up, like right here ish. Let me see here. And quick math questions for you. You said that this darkness has a radius of 60 feet, right? Does that include up?
Yeah, so it's from any point from its center, any direction.
Okay, so from the center here, so none of these pillars are visible, are they?
No.
If I were to be outside of the bubble. Okay, perfect. In that case, I'm also just gonna shoot a firebolt. Just in the direction that I saw the rift from before. Because I can't see it still. So.
The rift at the obelisk? On the
Yes.
wall? Okay.
I rolled an 11.
It goes wide.
4 damage.
You don't see where your fireball lands.
You hear
Understandable.
the explosion.
That's my turn. Someone yells, "My leg!"
My leg! Okay.
That's my turn.
Oh my.
All right, is Nasha's trying to need a wisdom save, please.
Sure, wisdom. That seems like a thing that a barbarian would be very good at. 18.
Just succeeds. That's 21 points of psychic damage total after it's halved.
Wow. Excuse me while I update my health. So, same thing. Is he there, or does she know he's not? Like,
You would have to
be
make
able
a
to
search
reasonably.
action.
Yeah, but like, if I swing my axe, he's obviously not there.
He's not
right?
there.
No. Like, if she were to like move forward into his position, like, there's no indicator he's. I would just have to do my attack and hope for the best.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, she'll swing at the air to start.
Does not come in contact with anything but air.
All right. Cool. So, knowing he's not there, so there's these like weird glass obelisk things, the little mini glass things, right? Do those seem important?
You can make an Arcana check as your action.
They look shiny, right?
They are shiny, but you can't see them.
Yeah. Well, she's probably got enough movement to like meander to one and use her second attack with it on it, right? You know, uncertainly, the psychic roars going through her head. Such a thing again. Give me one sec. Anytime I get excited, it cuts me out. So Sanasha, completely frustrated by the fact her first attack did nothing, is going to take an attack at one of these glass things.
Okay.
So, yeah.
And
What do I do?
Pillar because they're like 30 feet up in the air.
Okay. Yeah, the pillar's fine.
All right, go ahead and roll to attack.
Yeah. You can't hurt somebody, you can just break things. Does a 20 hit?
20 just hits.
Okay, 10 slashing damage.
You feel your axe do a bit of damage to the pillar, does not come crashing down.
Okay. And then just gonna move on from there. I have enough movement to get here because she's gonna meander out basically. I have 50 feet of movement, so.
All right, so you're out of the darkness. All right.
And Sanasha, in getting a little bit of control. There's a limit to this. It's not everywhere. Obviously. So when she turns around, it's just a giant black murky sphere.
Yep. And it's dead silent on the outside.
Yeah. Okay. Then I can't see anyone, and I don't have any other my turn, so that's it.
All right. It is now Father Lucas's turn. I am going to cast as Father Lucas Eldritch Blast.
No.
And that's going to be
Hell
at Renatus. So
Of course it is.
I get 4 beams.
Damn.
I give that 4 big beams.
Renatus does a 26 hit.
Yeah.
Does a 25 hit.
Yeah.
24 hit.
Yep.
Last one. 25 again.
No.
For each of those hits, you're going to be pushed back diagonally 10 feet.
Well, I'm not gonna go very far. Unless it's gonna start pushing me into the pillar.
Oh my god, 14 total points of force damage as you just feel one after another. Oh my god.
I mean, yeah, cool, sweet. Love low rolls.
So you go up against the pillar there.
Which would look really brutal if anyone could see it.
Just one after another. And Jesus, that's terrible. That will be his turn, I guess.
Excuse me.
Oh, sorry. He's going to use his bonus action to use his indestructible life ability, and he's going to regain some hit points.
But I'm the only one who heard him.
Did the darkness disappear? I'm confused.
I'm sorry?
Did the darkness disappear?
No.
Okay. The radius disappeared. I'm just.
I still see it.
Oh, I don't see it.
See it.
I can redraw it if you like.
It works.
And you weren't the only person who healed him. I heard him, by the way. All right, let me go ahead and redraw this. There we go. You see that?
Yep.
Cool. All right. It is now Naoki's turn. Nal's on deck.
Can I live?
You what? Oh, you need to make a wisdom saving throw.
Can I live?
Can I live? No, I cannot live.
No.
Naoki's
you are back
incapacitation.
down.
Yeah. He's gonna build his stats up today.
Damn. I just healed you, bro.
But now he doesn't have to make a death save. And
Stop healing me, bro.
All right. So that is Naoki's turn. It's now Renatus' turn.
Okay, cool. Well, let's see here. Huh. Never mind. Okay. Well, now I can actually do something because I kind of know what direction he's in. I am also gonna hit him with an Eldritch Blast in the roundabout direction that those ones that just came after me were from.
Okay.
And I'm assuming this is gonna be with disadvantage.
They will be.
Yeah, I figured. Okay, so wait. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Wait, how many?
So the first roll is 15. That will miss. Second roll is 15. That will miss. Third roll is 16. Wait, how many rolls? How many do you get?
I think I get 3. Wait, hang on. Or I might have. I think I'm rolled it.
You get 2 beams.
I get 2. So I don't know
So you
why it
miss
does
both.
that. Cool. Well, I've done all I can do.
All right. Lucera.
Never mind.
What?
I'm gonna feeling the pillar. I'm gonna light around it to the other side.
Okay.
Yep, there. Now he can't see me no more.
All right, from Lucera, you hear nothing but gurgling noises. Talia, it's your turn.
Let's wisdom save. Fuck. Damn.
Oh, wait.
That is 49 points of psychic damage.
Yikes.
Damn.
Also, I
bro.
got a 15 for mine. I completely forgot to get my
24
wisdom.
points of psychic damage.
49. Wow.
Are you still alive?
Yes. Okay.
This is
Okay.
bad.
Right. So, obviously, I'm right next to this woman down here, and obviously, I know the sort of general direction that I've gone in, but because I can't see her, if I use my my longsword to try hit her, will it be at disadvantage or will it be normal?
So, are you talking about Lucera Paradel? Is who you're trying to hit?
Yes.
It would be a disadvantage.
Disadvantage,
But
right?
it actually would be a straight roll because she's currently on the ground.
Nice.
Just prone.
Shit. Let me try again.
That's just, so you get this is your second attack. 26 to hit will definitely hit.
I'm gonna use my sword and call her a bitch.
It's just an auto
That's
crit.
only...
So she gets 2 death fail on her saving throws.
cool. Cool.
Wait,
Hell yeah.
literally.
Sanasha. The obelisk begins to shake as the vortex is rapidly spinning around it as you watch as this orb of blue light goes flying into it.
Oh no. Another soul.
Anything else for your turn there, Talia?
I'm gonna move back up again in the sort of direction I think Naoki was, but I can't do anything in the minute. So that'll be it.
You're just gonna trip on my corpse.
All right.
Yeah. Oof.
Cram. It's your turn.
Wisdom save an 8. Oh, cool.
That will be 20 points of psychic damage.
Good news. I'm going to say I give myself to the void.
Huh?
Huh?
The ground begins to shake
Oh boy.
and shudder. I'm gonna roll a con save real fast. The shadow, the mounting darkness goes away as he loses concentration on his spell. You watch as Cram goes. You watch as Cram is staying there saying these words, and he goes flying into the vortex within the monolith.
The fuck?
No!
Yes.
I'm dead.
I want to jump in after you.
Wait,
The
is
monolith
father...
begins to crack from the bottom up as it shatters into hundreds of pieces, and they all begin to get sucked into the monolith and its void.
Oh! Can I hold on to a rock?
I need everybody to make strength saving throws, please.
Wait, where's
Well, no. Bye.
Well, shit, I'm dead.
Unless she can grab me.
where's the vortex at?
Like 100 feet up.
Oh, it's up. Okay.
Oh, it's up.
Well,
It's okay.
shit. Never mind.
Well, that's a 9.
Strength saving throw. Oh, this is my worst stat.
I'm raging. Do I not get advantage?
4.
Yep.
A 4.
Guys, what the hell?
Bro, you just threw yourself in. Like,
What the hell? You did this to us.
yeah.
I didn't think you'd all die. Nah, you guys will be fine.
Fucking rogue. Good strength saves.
So
Do
we
I not
a
get
s-
advantage on strength?
We
Yeah,
get an 18 from Emlyn. We get a 9 from Talia. We get a 13 from Sinasha. A 4 from Renatus.
technically a 23.
A 23
so.
from Sinasha.
Oh my god. Rizard only got a 7 as well.
So, as this happens, buildings start to get pulled in as well. Sinasha manages to grab on and steady herself as the rest of you go flying up at the same time. But
Wait.
Cram enters the void first. And upon that happening, a shockwave goes flying out, and the rest of you who are flying go flying out with it. And that is where that's going to happen as the rest of the monolith comes crashing down.
Oh.
So, anybody who failed their strength saving throw, you are going to take 10d6 of bludgeoning damage.
And I'm down.
Yeah, I'm down already anyway.
I'm down already.
How many death saves is that?
Nobody's close enough to me. Never
It would
mind.
be
I got 11
it'd be
HP.
2 failed saves for you, Naoki.
And go ahead and get rid of my echo.
Father Lyricus is nowhere to be seen. Can I get a perception check, please, from Sinasha? Because she's the only one who did not get. Well, no.
13.
Emlyn also didn't have to study herself. I missed that one. So a 13. Father Lyricus went into the void with Cram, screaming no as it did so.
It's still open, right? Or is it closed?
Close. So all the monolith collapsed in on itself, went into this void, and then shockwave went out. Anything that was caught in the suction, we'll say, got sent out with the shockwave, and that's where the 10d6 bludgeoning damage came from.
And how many death saves fails did we get?
Only
She
Naoki
said-
got 2.
Right.
So, with initiative still going on, because we have down people, Naoki has 1 fail. I'm 2 fails. Renatus is on death saves. Cram, you're at 0 HP. Talia is on death saves. Rosad, what are you at?
You didn't roll it.
You're rolling it yourself.
I'm rolling it myself.
Yeah,
Okay.
roll your own 10d6, please. Well, I mean, if you know you're down for a fact, then doesn't
Yeah.
matter.
Okay.
Had
That's
11 HP.
No, wait. Is it the
15.
shockwave that?
Shockwave plus the
hitting us?
falling.
Okay, so everything together. Okay, cool.
And that's me being generous with damage.
Yeah, I was gonna say, please, thank you.
Yep, I'm at 15.
All right, so Emlyn, Valerie, and Rosette are still up. The bodies of your
Valerie?
allies are here.
Valerie's back.
No, the Valerie's
Not
up.
Valerie, I mean
Whoa.
Renatus. Oh, I didn't change the name on the overlay. Oops, my bad. Okay.
Valerie, you're here.
Sinasha,
Am I still
Oh my
Valerie?
god.
No, you're all right. Anyway,
Okay.
so
So,
what would you all like to do?
well, Sinasha's gonna run towards Naoki and search him for healing potions
All right.
I do have one.
and jam it down his throat.
All right.
Imagine that.
What?
So you do that. Go ahead and roll that.
Yeah, roll whatever your healing potion is there because it's on your character sheet and then remove it.
Basic bitch one. Hold on.
I would also like to.
Oh, it's a greater
Hello?
healing potion.
Oh,
Period.
Damn.
How much is that? It's not saying on my character sheet.
4d4 plus 8, I believe now. Because you probably
Kind of
manually
potion?
added a greater potion of healing instead of the item.
It's 44 plus 4. I think.
That's in 5th edition. It might be more now.
it's 14.
44 plus 4. All right. Yep. So you get 14 HP back, Naoki.
Yeah.
Emlyn, what are you
That's
doing?
the
I was going to do the same thing that Sanasha was doing, but with Talia over here.
I
Okay.
don't have a healing potion.
All right. In that case, unfortunately, I have the only health potions I have on me are those
no.
maybe health potions.
Oh no.
Hell no.
You remember those
Hell no.
bad boys?
The
Oh,
what,
no.
the what health potions?
They were the
The-
health potions that got sold to us that we weren't sure, or maybe we found them. We weren't sure if they were poison or health potions.
Okay.
Oh no.
Roll a d4 for me because you bought 4 of them, I believe.
If only you were able to go through Valerie's inventory and grab all the healing potions in the bag of holding.
Oh, wait, why don't I do that? I brought her body with us.
In this moment, no.
Oh wait, when she technically failed the strength test, then, and she also gets sucked in.
I don't think she got sucked because I left her over at the beginning here, so no, she wouldn't have been sucked
That
in.
is
She
an
just her body got.
excellent point.
Uh-oh.
I'm kidding. I'm not that terrible.
Pro sound.
All right. So go ahead and roll 2d4 plus 2 for me, please, because that is success. Now you have a 33% chance of choosing a poison potion.
And Sinasha's
2d4
literally
plus 2?
2d4 plus 2 for regular potion of healing.
7.
All right.
Sinasha's
Like
gonna
a boss.
literally lift Naoki up like a child and put him on his feet and say, "Heal these people."
What? Oh, okay.
Lifted him up. You lifted
Did I get
him
some
up.
points back? Or was that a bad potion?
You get 2d4 plus 2. Pay
2 plus 2. Yeah.
attention.
Wow.
I didn't know if it was Emmeline meant to be doing this. Da-da-da-da-da.
That's
7.
copyright.
My bad, dog.
So you heal 7.
Yay! I'm alive.
I'm dead.
All
How
right.
much
Is anybody getting Renatus?
I'm going to. Are we still in initiative? Still?
No.
Wait, does anyone
Okay.
even know I'm back here?
Stop making the situation worse for yourself there, Renatus.
Yeah, you're
What
right.
you- Yeah.
It's like, for some reason, Evelyn just really wants to kill Renatus after Valerie's body goes flying into the portal. Nobody can
Well.
actually find the guy.
Well, anyway, Naoki kind of like stumbles over and like casts Spare the Dying on his corpse.
So he's no longer dying, but he's still down with 0 HP.
Correct.
Do you not have anything that can actually heal? I heard most droids are like good at healing people. But, you know,
Yeah. I
Like-
can heal him.
Okay. Also, the robot man is missing. The mechanical.
We'll worry about that in a second.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And he like puts his hands on him, casting Cure Wounds.
Okay. Roll for Cure Wounds, please.
I already did.
You get 12 back, Renatus.
Woo. Preach.
Yeah, and after helping Talia kind of stabilize herself, Emmeline will head straight for where that rift was. She'll kind of look around. I'm assuming because of the shockwave that got sent out, did it actually damage the obelisk itself?
The monolith is destroyed.
Mm.
The monolith was destroyed by Cram doing this.
Okay, so it's just like ruins.
Yep.
Is Nelsira dead?
Yes.
Okay.
So
You no longer feel the drain of vitality. By the way, your max HP is reset back to what it was prior to you taking the deductions every day, or the days that they were triggered. So you may fix that and add that to your health pool as well.
do any of you have that thing you were making wishes on? We can maybe bring him back.
He was the last one that had it.
That's how. Oh, I'm getting sick. Emmeline's just gonna kind of like turn her back and kind of pace around in circles.
Okay.
So he's gone? Shit.
Is it gone?
Well, what was on the other side of that thing?
I don't.
I don't know.
Congratulations. Congratulations.
Not this again.
The keystone has been broken.
A trade-off in power.
But not all is lost. Appearing before you through, one would say, a rift in the fabric of this plane. It looks jagged. As it opens, screams of agony and pain can be heard. Dark tendrils of this inky blackness seep out of it. And there's a figure wearing a brightly colored robe and a mask made of clay. The robe shifts and squirms in this humanoid form as the mask itself changes expressions from happy to sad to angry as its mouth moves.
Rejoice.
Anything else?
That's all it says at the moment as it stands there.
And those tendrils are coming out, right? They're coming out.
The rift closes behind as this thing has stepped through. The rift is now closed.
And who are you?
My name is not important. I am known as the Seer. I am here to tell you upon his return, he will return to this plane of existence. He will destroy all that you know. And they will reclaim this world and return it to the void from whence it came.
The expression now goes to a very serious, stern face. Think of the mask as this clay version of the theater masks.
I shall let you live today as thank you for your allies' sacrifice in destroying the keystone. Enjoy the time you have left.
What would you all like to do?
It's me, the way we're
This-
still gonna die.
I'm sorry. Just return this world to the void? What are you talking about? Just,
The mask seems happy.
just some portent of doom? We saved whatever we did here today just to make things worse? Look, that doesn't make any sense.
He'll come back, is what I'm understanding, and that it's an inevitability.
Who is he?
Is it the one I'm thinking of?
Oh, no, like,
They will arrive one at a time. The monsters of monsters. The devourers.
so what you're saying is we need to kill these monsters to save the world, right? That makes sense?
Nothing can stop them. The chains have been broken.
There's always a way, isn't there?
The seer will wave their hand,
Mm-hmm.
and you all are transported out of here. You find yourselves
Wait.
back on the surface of the Badlands. Your belongings, your schnoggles, your corpses with
Yes. Yes. Yes.
That's technically your belongings now, because, you know.
Have me
Just not a
stress for a
person.
second. Mhm. Is the sun out? Is it beating down on us right now?
you. It is early evening at this point.
I don't even know what to think about that. There's so many things. She'll kind of pull out her notebook and flip through pages. There's so many things he could have been alluding to. He could have been talking about Gargamel, maybe? Or I don't know.
So, did we break the veil?
The one dividing gods and mortals?
Right.
I don't know.
Right. That was a barrier, not a veil. Casimir's the god of barriers, not the god of veils.
Is there a large difference?
I would think so. Wording matters when it comes to gods, doesn't it?
Mhm.
I mean, do we just expect Casimir to appear bodily in front of us because we broke something that existed before he became a god?
I'll need to think on it more.
This is all
We
too
do
much.
still have something we need to do.
We have a lot of things we have to do, don't we? I mean, Naoki has things to do.
Well, yes, and one of those things would be to what was it? Steal the core,
Steal the core from some tree
the
thing.
dragon worm city. Yes, their main tree. Drailworm.
Why are you stealing something from Drailworm?
Well,
We made a deal. That's
Had
why.
to make a deal. Just a simple trade.
that's how we got out of the earthen realm.
Super simple.
You made a deal to steal something? That doesn't make any... What?
I feel like
Desperate
it's pretty
times.
straightforward. We steal something for somebody in exchange for something else.
Wow.
We made a deal. that once we were unhindered by the curse of the obelisk, we would pursue that. So I guess that's our next step.
I mean, the punishment for it was what? That
He would take,
kill people we love or take them?
yeah, he would take our loved ones, he said, even if we
Yeah,
didn't have
like-
any.
But I don't know. We probably can.
So, who's gonna kill your loved ones for not stealing a core from a tree? What? I think this needs some explanation. Like, do you have like a chart or something of all the crazy stuff you've been up to?
I mean,
Like,
And I'm some kind of
I
nerd or
just have
something.
my journal.
I mean, she's that kind of nerd, I assume. You
I
look
have
like
some.
Name it.
You can look at these diagrams. I sketched out. It's very rough. My portraits need some work, but this is contrast. She'll kind of turn the book for you and point to what could be the equivalent of a stick person on the page.
I'm not really the stealing kind of person, so yeah. I mean, Naoki still has to help me, save the grove or check on the grove or whatever's going on there. So he's got a job to do. You've all got something to do, but
Where is this grove?
where is this grove? Dungeon Master.
You were told that the area that you had to steal the tree from was in Drillworm, or the core of the tree.
Where's the other druidic grove that went missing, though,
Oh, sorry,
specifically
that's
on the
the
map?
one- I don't know. I must have missed that part. The next to the start of the Relamore River.
Yeah, so close by. The grove is close. In fact, it's extraordinarily close to where we are.
Oh.
Because we're like, are we not like around here-ish?
No. Do you see all these arrows that I
Do you
drew?
see a river?
That's so it's like, is it like here-ish in this area? Or is it up
It's
here?
like, so okay, so let me pull up the map for everyone to see this, so we can see what I'm talking about. So where the arrows are pointed and the start of the Relamore River in that general area.
Okay, so we would need to cross the mountains.
You would.
It's on the other side of the mountains, but we're close, so how would one normally get there? I'll be honest, I didn't actually walk in and out of there by my own power, so I know where the grove is, I just don't know if I could figure
remember ancient, well, maybe not ancient, but books on old engineering that my mother had scattered in the house. Why? Anyway, she had these books of engineering that talked about ships that would fly back when, before the Tears of Tumas situation, they were powered,
So, a flying ship. So
I don't think they exist anymore, but
I'm
maybe
fairly
we could find
certain.
something similar.
I don't think the druids get in and out of their grove by flying
Do they leave?
on airships.
They could fly, maybe, if they knew how to cloud shape, but
Turn into birds, and some of them can
Mm.
move through trees. That's a thing. It's very rare, but
Strange.
so you've got to go to Drailworm, steal a thing, not get killed. I assume. Is it
Correct.
some?
Mhm.
Mhm. Or your loved ones die, which you seem to be kind of part way there.
What do you mean by that?
Well, adventures. Everyone has tragic backstories,
Look,
right? Except
All
for
right. Emily's just gonna kind of kick the sand a little bit, and I don't. Let's just go check on your stupid grove. Make sure everyone's okay.
Let's
And then we
maybe
have to-
rest first. I'm kind of tired.
Yes. That's looking around. I mean, did we just get sent back to where we basically were before we had gone into the underground city, or are we kind of in a new
Make a
area?
survival check.
Period.
I'll
I
help.
helped her with that.
My survival is top tier. There's really no need for us to worry.
Oh
It's not a-
god. Oh god.
Are we just rolling individually that if we're not doing an advantage?
So generally, the person I tell to roll would be the one,
Yeah,
and
I
that's the
know.
person who asks the questions. So
Yeah. I know.
11 is the roll. It is. You definitely know this is not the same place that you entered into the city. Go ahead and make a perception check as you kind of scan the area.
Boom.
Can Sanasha help with that? 'Cause
Yes.
She. Okay. Okay.
With an
Relative
advantage.
So you're looking around throughout the horizon. You're smelling the air. You're trying to gauge the direction of the wind. You smell salt in the air, actually.
Hmm.
Smells like.
Strange.
Smells like the ocean.
You're near the sea?
I mean, presumably.
And from what you're seeing, you would guess that you're somewhere along the western side of the Badlands, close to the Widow's Bay.
Interesting.
Oh. So we're not where we once were. That's not good.
So we're even further away from the grove now.
Hmm.
Potentially. I believe a decision has to be made. We
Wow.
can rest, maybe think on it, and it is prime time for travel, however. Oh, well, it will be in a couple hours.
I feel like we just rested though before we went in there. So
A couple of us seem to have taken the fight worse than others. We could do maybe just a couple of hours of resting and make our way in whichever direction. We'll have another chance to sleep.
yeah. I mean, it sounds like you have a deadline on this task you were given, so I don't agree with the stealing part of it, but if that's what you have to do for Naoki not to lose his loved ones, because, I mean, Naoki, I assume, could be Zulkifli, right?
He is considered a loved one, and maybe you too.
I don't think we know each other well enough to be a loved one, technically. I think
don't
we're
know.
more like casual work acquaintances at this point. But you also don't sound certain if you're sure you consider
Damn.
Zulkifli your loved one, and that's
Work,
something you might need to unpack.
work acquaintances.
Contras is tricky, so I'm not sure what he deems as a loved one.
I mean, if you consider everyone in the grove your loved ones, then we're gonna have a lot of dead people.
Specifically, the language uses one loved one per person.
No one told her that.
I'm just reminding the players.
I think it was also clarified that if somebody doesn't have loved ones, it will be transferred over to somebody who still does have more than one.
Yeah, so you can get a 2 for 1.
So, like,
My bad, guys.
Talia, yeah.
My bad.
Okay, well, we'll take a rest. We haven't been up for that long. Have we been up? We haven't been up for anywhere near long enough for us, right?
No, but I could use for a meal.
You can take a short rest. That is an option you have. Also, just to remind everybody, Cram is no longer with you.
Yeah, that's Sinasha mentioned it earlier, and everyone's like, "We're about that later."
And I didn't even get to
What
do
else
body.
are we supposed to do?
So, like, are you? Sorry, again, I'm just sort of new. Are we not worried about your friend?
Of course,
Oh,
we're worried.
very worried.
Do
There's
any
not
of
really
us-
anything we can do though, because the paw is gone.
You don't have like the ability to magically communicate with somebody, maybe not close to you, or
I'm afraid that he went to a different plane. I don't know if that's true. I don't know.
I mean, you're
Is he considered an? No, he's not. No,
I mean, you seem like the magic type. Do you know
unless
more about how this?
he's dead and I can get my hands on him. I have no way to contact. And doesn't he? Or if he does, he'll.
Question for the DM: was it ever actually explained where the souls that got absorbed into the obelisk go?
No.
Okay, I figured.
Valerie had a way to reach out to him if he was on another plane, but
Yeah, Felicia didn't die.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
crazy.
yeah.
Yeah.
Just rub it in there, why don't you?
I am the one who's suffering the most.
Actually, I'd say you're, suffering the least of all of us.
I know, I'm just messing with you guys now. It's great.
Mhm.
Bitch.
Wow. Wow.
So you all set up a small little area to rest the next couple hours.
Roast some meats.
Does it go okay?
Oh, nom nom.
Would you like to do anything?
One
Would
more-
anybody like to do anything during this time?
I would like to search in the sand for bugs.
Make a survival check.
Not gonna search for coyote puppies.
Please.
Or, vulture.
3. I'm not finding a single bug.
You find a purple worm.
This is crowded. Don't do it. Please. Please don't do it.
Please.
Naoki plays on his
You do
little
not find
pan
any
flute.
insects.
Play on
Would
my
it
little pan
be-
flute.
Possible for Emlyn to identify that silly dagger now, because it's not in my possession.
Yeah, she'll just need a reminder because she's focused from centipedes right now.
Sick.
All right.
She's craving one.
Hey, once you finish digging through the dirt there, you mind looking at that knife?
Oh, yeah, the one I bumped into? Of course.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah. She'll go ahead and after she is satisfied there are no centipedes or bugs, she'll pull it out and just go ahead and begin casting Identify.
Okay. So you start to do this for the next 10 minutes. Anybody else want to do anything while this is done?
I'm gonna lay on the floor, look at the sky, wallow
Yes.
in sadness.
I'm gonna try. Well, I'm not gonna try. I'm gonna pray to Griftria and see if I can get an answer or anything.
Make a religion check, please.
Hold on. There we go.
You do not get a response.
wait. Wait. I have a thing. Where's the thing?
I can tell you that with the thing, you're not going to get a response. So you don't have to expend a resource.
I never get to use it though.
Ouch.
It's just a sad day.
Naoki's just gonna play on his little pan flute for Sanasha, Emlyn, and Razad.
Sanasha's going to spend time rehoning the edge of her axe. Just sharpening it up.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, so while this is all happening, Emlyn, this dagger is known as the Dagger of Caldreth. That's Caldreth. Caldreth.
C-A-D.
In the chat.
C-A-L-D.
Caldreth.
Got you. And it's the super sickest, coolest dagger ever.
It's a +2 dagger.
Pretty good.
Anything, that's all I get from it. It's pretty good otherwise.
So if item has like a certain curse about it or anything, that's not revealed through identify.
Sweet. Emlyn will go to hand it back. There you go. It's just really great. Looks fine.
Oh, there is
sharp.
one last thing. This, upon using the command word, can inflict poison on people.
Ooh. That too. It can inflict poison upon people with a command word. I don't know if it has one. That might be something you could play with.
One who's attuned to it chooses the command word upon attuning to it.
There we go.
Oh shit! I couldn't attune to it last time.
Uh-oh.
He maybe didn't
Now
try.
that you
No, I
know
did.
what it
He
is.
does, so to clarify, the dagger, you sometimes have to know about an item to attune to it. Just focusing in on it, it takes conditions. Some things have conditions. All right. You may all mark your character sheets for a short rest, by the way.
Whoop.
So that was it was a +2, and it can inflict poison on a
Yeah,
command
so it's
on
a
a
dagger
command word.
venom, but it's +2.
Okay.
All right.
The
For
dagger of
Chloe,
Caldreth.
Sanasha, and Razad, mark your sheets for inspiration.
Wonderful.
Ooh.
Oh, that's huge. All right. After waiting a little while, still kneeling from his prayer, after he doesn't get a response, Renatus will stand up and just kind of like stand there for a second, let his head drop. And then he turns and faces the party. Afraid that I've been dishonest with you all.
How?
When me and Talia fell into is it the what's it called? Is it like
The
castle or
palace
something?
tower.
Yeah, the palace tower, yeah. When we fell into the palace tower, I did find something up there.
What was it?
And he'll reach into his breastplate and pull out a journal.
Did you take it back from Cram?
I did.
Book. That's okay. This is okay. It's a book. What's going on? Everyone's gonna kind of like peek at it, peek at this book. It's just a normal journal, but
yeah. So he'll like crack it open, like flip it to one of the pages that's, I guess, considered important, and start reading through the pages, especially the ones specifically that pertain to Cram.
Okay. Sorry, do you want to like summarize this quickly?
what do you mean, Savant? You should read it for us.
There's
Yeah,
a reason.
Okay.
Him being able to connect to the palace when he sat on the throne, Biddy, all of it. It was all connected. Or if I read the journal right,
Would
Graham contained the soul. What was the ambassador's name?
Would you like me to read the journal?
Yeah, it'd be easier for you.
Alright.
Yeah. I mean, we know he kept being called the ambassador, so
So,
let's.
Because he was the ambassador.
That was what we assumed. Okay, let's.
to make things easy on Renatus,
Yep.
He'll read the journal. Month of the Crying Sun, 5th day, year 231 of the Hertholian dynasty. The monolith existed long before our founding members settled upon this lush land, rich with resources and unlimited potential within our grasp. The monolith hummed with magical power, allowing us to further our technological research far beyond the ages of the surrounding nations. We quickly became a dominant force on the continent. Every kingdom is composed of primitive barbarians with no more than trinkets to defend with compared to our prowess. Every lord upon this land faces a choice: surrender and become servants, or be slaughtered upon the landscape and mere splatters upon the wall. Month of Bizdal's Gaze, 28th day, year 233 of the Hertholian dynasty. We are facing more resistance than we anticipated. We have unlimited resources, yet these liege lords resist our forces. Do they not see their own demise? The ability of these barbarians to process logic is lacking. A political solution is needed so our forces can be spread to maintain order amongst our new subjects. Our emperor, Vantherth Hortholio, has decreed a training center for the children of the high-ranking noble family shall be founded. They already have the upbringing for etiquette and just needed the final touches to become our ambassadors. Month of Sowing, 14th day, year 241 of the Hertholian dynasty. Our conquest has come to an end, and even with the dwindling birth rates, I predict that a golden era of prosperity is among us. Our military has uncovered 3 more smaller monoliths across the region. I shall name them obelisks, and perhaps we can finally unlock the true potential of our already great empire. Month of the Spirit, 8th day, year 256 of Hertholian dynasty. A Zeraxian child has not been born in 15 years. The people grow restless. The Zeraxian Empire cannot continue to prosper if a solution is not found to maintain our legacy. I feel thoughts coming into my mind as I sleep here at my precious slab. The last-born child of the gracious Kupros family and of our nation is being sent to me next week. I have been given permission to utilize him however is needed. Month of Rebirth, 31st day, year 1 of the Arsenian dynasty. Old? Yes, I am. I am the only great mind in this empire that can save us all. I have found our solution. It required me to eliminate the Hertholia family and its many members. Even the children pose a threat. The monolith speaks to me, and it told me what I needed to do, and I am now Emperor and Researcher Supreme. The monolith has given me a solution I needed. Krame is a fine subject for my research. He has done well as an ambassador and does the Gaseous Cooper's family a great honor. I have discovered a way to transfer the living soul to a body made of wood and metal. Our empire is saved. Krame will be the first. Date null. The Zoraxans have been saved. Our empire's fall was avoided, and our people rejoice. The obelisks continue to receive power and have been protecting our nation from the undead. They are calling me the Immortal Emperor. I will continue to push our researches to fully power the obelisk. I'm a genius that saved a nation. Date null. The monolith is about to be powered fully. It is happy with me. I sit in darkness and its inky void. I stare upon my books on my shelf in the tapestry of Astaria and feel the weight of the oblivion staring back at me. Date null. I know what I have done. I know what I must do. And that will end the reading.
Cram A? Is that what that says? That says?
Wait,
Yes.
our Cram?
Yes.
So he was the first.
Yes.
And
That is also how he got his name.
they shortened his
Grimgaku.
they shortened his actual name as respectful. Like that sounds disrespectful.
Well, the one that created him did not seem to care about respect or anything.
I'm confused on what you were hiding from us. Is this it? The book? These swords?
I mean, so they were using this as a power source, this thing?
May I see that real quick? She'll kind of hold a hand out to take a peek at the pages again.
Yeah, he'll hand you the journal. I wasn't sure how you might react knowing of his past.
If I'm
That, in a
honest,
way.
I never expected them to be benevolent. You know, we don't know much about them. From my understandings, they were very technologically advanced. Until they hit a wall, which seems to be described a bit more clearly here. And if he's the first, I wonder if that has something to do with why he woke back up.
Well, also, doesn't this seem to imply that their emperor knowingly led to their own destruction? Did he not
Yes.
walk them into their deaths?
It does seem that way. I mean, it seems that they desired for everyone else to do the same, including those who were not Zoraxian.
They were selfish and wanted to live forever.
And that is where we're going to take our mid-session break. So everybody, we're going to take our mid-session break here. It's going to take us a couple moments to refresh ourselves, you know, get all ready to continue on with our adventure. If you're just now joining us.
If you're just now joining us and you can hear every sentence saying, which you probably can't. No, honestly, we do this every week. Lovely times. You can hear our beautiful voices on all of the podcast networks. But if you want to see our faces and you're just hearing this now, you can catch the replay of Prestige Encounters, which is uploaded on YouTube on Monday. And if you want to catch it from the beginning of the session, you should join us at 8 p.m. Eastern Time on Twitch, YouTube, TikTok, other places that aren't Kick. Yeah, we're here everywhere, and we do other games too. Sometimes Sea of Thieves, Dead by Daylight, Minecraft, lots of things. Come play with us.
All
I got
right.
nothing.
We'll be back in about 15, 20 minutes. Give us a few moments and we'll continue on the story with you. Thank you so much for watching so far. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the mid-session break of Prestige Encounters. Us players take this time to refresh ourselves and get a few more snacks, refill our drinks, in order to bring you a more exciting adventure. We would like to take this time to let you know about a few things that goes beyond our Dungeons and Dragons campaign. First and foremost, we have a Discord server at lichsouls.com/discord that you can join and then play a wide assortment of games with us, like Dead by Daylight, Sea of Thieves, first-person shooters, and more. The games we play together change as time goes on and new games are released, and you can join our Discord for more up-to-date information. You can even join us every Tuesday for our community game nights. If you have Amazon Prime, you can subscribe once a month to one channel of your choice for free. Here at Lich Souls Gaming, we have streams that go beyond Dungeons and Dragons. Throughout the week, you can catch me live playing an assortment of games and even use your channel points that you earn during the streams in order to affect what happens in the stream itself. We have over 20 static and animated emotes that our subscribers get to use in our channel and other channels as well. So hit that subscribe button and join all the fun. Well, my cup of players tears is running dry, so I'm going to let our other cast members tell you about our amazing sponsors for the rest of the stream.
Hi there viewers, I'm Josh from Prestige Encounters, and I heard you wanted the best looking maps out of all your friends. Well, do I have you covered with Arkenforge, the best map making tool for all your TTRPGs. There are many different asset packs which can be used within Arkenforge, but if none of these tickle your fancy, then import your own and create anything your heart desires. When building those maps, you don't want to forget about these features such as built-in animation and music plugins to make your maps feel alive at every moment, touchscreen support with Fog of War which allows in-person play, and a dynamic lighting system to make even your nighttime maps look their best. Making maps has never been easier, but now I hear what you're saying. I don't like subscription fees, and that's okay. Neither do I. Arkenforge is luckily only a single time purchase, and we can help you out even more if you use code LICHSOULS at checkout. That's right folks, if you want the best maps around, use Arkenforge, and don't forget to use our code LICHSOULS at checkout.
Welcome to Prestige Tales.
Oh, hello. I didn't see you come in there. Welcome to another episode of Prestige Tales. Tonight, we tell the tale of the Dungeon Master who could. Once upon a time, there was a story of a Dungeon Master trying to weave a grand tale of heroes and monsters. While the prose was mighty, something was missing. Combat in its most epic form must come with epic music. Knowing that this was lacking, one day the Dungeon Master tried to create music of their own. Let's see what happened. A moment meant to be the culmination of their tale instead became a tragic end. Ashamed, the Dungeon Master walked off into the sunset, never to be seen again. The moral of this tale? Be the dungeon master that could with Midnight Syndicate.
Yeah, and you all hear an angelic choral movement surrounding Casimir, which does not fit this music that's playing right now, which is fine because it's lovely music.
Midnight Syndicate are a talented musical production group creating gothic, horror, and fantasy music from your role-playing game at home. Don't be a natural 1, roll a natural 20 with Midnight Syndicate. These absolute legends can be found at www.midnightsyndicate.com on the YouTube, Alexa, Spotify, or Apple Music.
Oh, hey there, bud. Didn't see you there. Glad you could stop on by during your mid-session break there. Oh, I'm just having a cold one and watching the game here in memory of my late cousin. You may have heard of the guy, Prestige Pete Peterson. God rest his soul. Boy, I tell ya, old Pete there was a good man, and definitely did not fake his own death to throw off the scent of the IRS there. Oh, that's a touchdown. But if old Petey were here, he'd want me, his cousin, Lich Souls Larry, to tell you all about the incredible merch over there at the Lich Souls Gaming merch store. Every bit of merch you can think of to help support your favorite D&D stream. They got such things as t-shirts, hoodies, mouse pads, stickers, and so much more. So head on over to lichsouls.com/merch and pick yous up some merch there today. Well, I better get on up out of here and let you get back to your mid-session break there. Let me just find my coat and when you know it, I'm already wearing it. But before I go, I got this nice casserole back at the house if you want to come on by and take it home with yous. Wouldn't be no trouble at all. You can just bring the container back at your earliest convenience. Let me just try to find my coat here and still wearing it. Jeez. I swear my mind these days, it just ain't what it used to be. Speaking of losing their mind, who died recently?
Did you just yawn?
Yes.
Tell me, son, what have you been drinking to keep yourself hydrated and energized? Generic coffee brand? Fool! You should be drinking Rogue Energy. What's Rogue Energy? Well, I'm glad you asked. Rogue Energy is an energy drink made by gamers for gamers. It is made to be the ultimate gaming energy drink with 0 fillers, 0 added sugars, plenty of essential vitamins, and oh so low calories. You can be supremely energized and or hydrated without the monstrous macros of the competitors. Not to mention the wide array of delicious flavors that Rogue Energy and Hydration come in. That includes both the powder formula and canned energy drinks. And get this, Lich Souls Gaming knows that our viewers are hard-working and hard-gaming individuals that need that energy throughout the day. So you can use code LichSouls at checkout for a discount off your order of Rogue Energy. And how do you feel, young gamer? I feel great. Rogue Energy has been a complete game changer, and my order also came with this convenient shaker. You've really shown me some useful info, Mr. Rogue, sir. Now that is indeed what I love to hear.
And welcome back, everyone. So, we last left off. The party had completed a short rest. They just had a number of journal entries read to them that gave a little bit of insight into the history of Cram, who was also the last-born Zraxin.
So, does that mean your friend is gone? Like, he went into the portal. I'm sorry, I don't really understand the mechanics of this, but is he...
I'm not sure.
I hope not. I really hope not.
I really hope we can bring her back.
I mean, wasn't that thing drawing souls into it? I mean, I stepped outside the middle of the fight and literally...
Every indication we've been given was that when things get absorbed into that, they're destroyed.
Yeah, because like in the middle of the fight, a glowing orb went into that. I'm presuming somebody's soul. So, like the weird lady with wings, did she die in there or something?
Yes.
Yeah.
So, can you all be a little bit more shocked? Like, this was your friend, right? Or was he just a mechanical companion? Or
of course he was a friend.
Sorry,
I'm gonna choose not to answer that because of how that was stated. You just think that you can come walking into our group telling us how we deal with our grief. All right?
I'm kind of hoping you deal with it in some way. I mean...
I'm hoping that you deal with this mouthy issue.
Okay, little lady.
We just lost our friend, someone very dear to us. We're going to handle it in ways that are all different.
That is a healthy response, and I accept that. It just didn't seem like you're dealing with it at all. So,
Are you
listen.
my therapist?
Sorry.
Sure, actually. Here, let's all stand in a circle together. Would you like to go first, Sanasha, and tell us your favorite memory of Crom, which is what you want to do? Let's do it.
I guess my favorite memory of the person I just met is the moment where he chose to sacrifice himself to save his friends.
Great. Thank you. My favorite memory is probably when... There's so many. When we first found the first obelisk, he was really in his element. Doing really well. Learning a lot.
Yeah.
Waking up on the table. Fascinating. All the taverns. Emma's just gonna start breaking down. I don't know who's next to her, but...
He had such a great personality. Honestly, he was... There is no memory. No memory greater than just his presence of being there.
Nice save.
Girlie's cracking up.
Well, I think my favorite memory of him was whenever we were just laying down, just watching the stars together and having a drink, even though he can't feel anything. And I never got to show him how to have a dream.
You didn't know how to dream? That's really sad.
2 members of the party have been reduced to tears. Who's next?
There's only 2 people left to talk. I'm not in character right now, just clear.
I'm a little bit beyond crying at this point. He was even though I was supposed to kidnap him, he didn't hold it against me. And he seemed like the one with the most sense around here sometimes. He's pretty grounded, despite not being made of flesh. I don't know.
Yeah. For who he was, I think he was the most human out of all of us. And orcish, you know. But
That's
he had the most soul, for sure.
he did seem like a good soul. I mean, I wonder if he knew. Looks at Renatus because he hasn't spoken yet.
It does feel kind of good to get it off your chest.
Mm-hmm. Maybe this is how he grieves.
He did the same for Valerie.
I think it's sweet, in a way. Renatus. You were the closest to Crom in his final moments. You knew the most about him. So at least there's that.
Also, did Rosette say he was supposed to kidnap him?
Yes.
Yeah.
Is that a big deal now? I mean, like...
It was all forgiven in the end.
Okay.
It's all good.
I mean, like, he didn't actually try to kidnap him. It was just a thing you're suggesting you were paid to do, and you didn't actually try to follow
I
through on?
I tried to do it, yeah.
He failed.
I
He
almost
tried,
did
he
it.
failed. And now he's part of the group.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I see. It's just hard to believe. Anyways, good. I feel like you can't just push past these things sometimes. You have to experience your loss.
We have a job to do as well. We
but
can't sit and wallow.
you also can't just ignore what happened. Otherwise, it's just going to keep eating you up and you're going to start lashing out. And
How many people that you've really cared about have died?
I mean, depends on what you mean by cared about. There's people who die in the grove, usually sick and old, but death is death. Sometimes it doesn't have to be tragic for it to matter. Somebody can live a long time and have a good life, and you still feel the presence of their loss. It's the absence of that person that hurts, not the means of their death.
Which is partially why I don't feel it to be in our best interest to argue about it. We're all going to feel the lack of cut. We're all going to go through our days wanting to ask him questions, making comments. We can't do that anymore.
I think it's
work through it when we rest, but
I think it's in his best interest we keep moving. He wouldn't want us to mope about it.
Yeah, I tried to take the thing I was going to say.
It's healthy. You're all friends in some way, so, live on in his memory. She kind of side glances at the wrapped body that they're dragging about. You don't get second chances with people.
you have these friends. Make the best of the time that you have. We're in a dangerous profession, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Let me know when we're ready. Emily's just gonna kind of turn around and she's gonna go over to Set Wrapped Body and kind of sit with Valerie and just whisper stuff to her, tell her about stuff.
From the distance, you can hear a sound of thunder.
Of course it rains.
Well, apparently nature agrees with the mood.
So, where are we going? Are we going towards the beach, or are we going to the grove?
I mean, you said that you have to get to this task once you've cleared up your obligation.
Yeah.
So, we go south.
I believe that's where Trailworm is.
Yep.
Yeah, it's on the map there.
To Kiradel.
Yeah. Well, you're gonna have to explain a little bit more about what we're stealing and who we're stealing it from as well. It's like you haven't made any enemies in Trailworm by any chance?
Not yet.
Well, we did make one with a psionic dragon.
Sorry? You made an enemy with a dragon in Trailworm? Like, how?
Essentially, we met up with this other dragon that had stolen something from him and was disguised, and we had to lie, otherwise we would have been purged on site.
We don't have schnoggles, do we?
We have them.
You only lost one schnoggle. Did they teleport them and all the schnoggles and the bodies, or just us and the body and
She
Shelby?
said, your belongings, schnoggles, and corpses.
Period.
Mm-hmm. What about the schnoggle that was outside? The missing schnoggle.
Left behind.
What? Missing schnoggle? I thought
Unless you
we
brought it
actively
with
took
you.
all of them. We took all of them.
So they're all
Could
with
we-
you.
I thought
Yeah.
we could only take 5 schnoggles.
We saved one with Emmeline hopping on the back of one.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, we
Do
took
you
all of
mind
our schnoggles.
Okay. Do you mind if I ride on one of these schnoggles with you all, or
We have a spare one now.
do we? Oh, just looks at the body.
Spare 2.
I could become one.
Why would you do that?
Anyways, there's a storm brewing, so I mean, we're obviously going to need to find someplace with better shelter and travel what we can. So, get our bearings, head southish if somebody knows which way that is. I can probably figure it out.
Talia is our resident sun reader.
Oh,
Or
okay.
moon reader.
She's like a good survivalist then.
Mhm.
Okay.
What would you like me to roll?
I mean, because I can kind of do this stuff too, but I don't know if I can do it better than her. Do we want to just both check and see who gets it right, Talia?
I guess we could.
Oh, really that hard?
I don't know. I don't know you people that well.
Well, I think I
Can they both
personally
do-
think south is that way. Emily will point somewhere.
Make a survival
We could
check,
do the wind
everyone.
trick again.
I was literally begging for a survival check. Yeah, it's a 10.
Emlyn points to the west.
Can I do the wind trick?
Can Sanasha try and find the correct way?
Sure. So you are trying to head to Drailworm?
Yes, because we're assuming they have no time, that they're supposed to move forward now. That was the deal that they were told, that once the obelisk obligation was going, they had to go to Drailworm.
Yeah, so based off of... You gotta make a survival check. I'll go over your options.
19.
So you are able to say where south is. Based on where your current location, you would need to go through the breeding grounds of the purple worms if you were to head directly south from here.
So we obviously don't want to go through the purple worms breeding grounds, so we should head east around that part, unless you need to make good time. But I'm assuming you've probably never fought a purple worm. They're not something you want to face, right?
We fought one.
Didn't you find the carcass from trailing us?
No, I didn't head that way. You left for like I was a little bit behind you, so like you left Nalthies and came back pretty quickly. So
This is fair. I was just curious.
I wasn't literally like 15 feet behind you.
Felt like it.
Well, yeah, we left Nalthies, killed the purple worm, and we came back.
Okay. So yes, we should go generally this way, and she points in a direction kind of east, southeast-ish. Follow the map, and we may be able to stop if Nalthies is in the area on the way, and make our way down to Drillworm. Or yeah, I mean, you already have transportation with the schnoggles, so you know.
Emmeline is packing Valerie onto one of the schnoggles and subsequently hops on.
So weird.
Okay.
Naoki will like jump onto her and then wild shape into a little tiny spider and sit on her shoulder.
Did you wild shape after you jump on her shoulder?
Yes. Yes. That's how I took it.
So you get tackled, and then it hurts. Not hurts enough to do damage, but then, you know.
We get right back up on the schnoggle. You get knocked down, get right back up again.
Okay. So
I'm just gonna get on Kevin.
Talia, if you want to...
Too much business.
Get on
the schnoggles.
Do you want to take up the lead, or do you want to take up the rear? They say you're very perceptive because things can still attack us, and let's get out ahead of this storm.
Oh, it's currently raining on all of you.
Yay!
Get ahead of this storm before it gets worse.
Crawls under closer.
Asha starts to lead the way on one of the schnoggles.
I'll take the back then if you take the front.
So whoever's in the lead and the back, I need perception checks, please.
Not me.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn.
All right, so a
22.
Damn.
Sanasha's in the rear?
In the lead.
All right. So you begin to travel through the... What kind of pace are you going at?
I mean,
Fast.
how do the schnoggles handle the storm? The muckier
Schnoggles are
terrain.
very hardy mounts. They can handle a lot as far as like weather conditions go and terrain goes. The issue is that they're not as fast as a horse would be.
So they're like a camel?
Sure.
So, I mean, we wouldn't want to push them too hard because that would wear us out more than the Schnoggle, right?
Could.
Okay. I guess we'll push at a good pace, but not crazy. At least that's the pace Shanasha's going to set.
Weird question. Do they have gaits like a horse? Walk, trot, canter.
So overall in D&D you have 3 paces that you can go at. You can go at stealth, which is a very slow pace, but you get, if you want to stay hidden, you have moderate, which is like, standard speed, and then you have the fast, which is you are prone to exhaustion and you make a lot of noise.
Normal pace.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Soon enough, you're all on your way. It was late evening when you took your short rest. You managed to travel for a few hours left that you have in your day. Are you planning on taking a long rest when the sun started to rise again? Okay. So you
Presumably,
continue to go about your path. As you approach the evening, you come across a small settlement. It seems like there's some sort of homestead in the distance. It's made of some basically scrap wood, that sort of thing. Small little shack nestled up against some of the dry grass of this northern Badland area.
Does it look attended to?
There is a light.
Is it?
As the sun is going down, or it is down.
Do you guys see that?
It's a little tiny shack.
Settlement in the wasteland. I mean, maybe they'll
Rosada,
take us.
Have you seen this before?
Have I seen this specific shack?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
But people who settle in the wasteland like this, not normal people.
That's kind of a generalism. Sorry, I lost the word there for a second.
A generalization, yeah.
Generalization. I mean, they could be moisture farmers or.
Okay.
As these words are spoken by Sanalsha, a firebolt goes flying right past her head. You hear her in the distance. Trespassers will be shot. Survivors will be shot again.
Okay.
How's your warning?
So,
okay.
Sanasha, you know how I said people who settle in the middle of the wasteland aren't normal? I know.
Hey, Magic Lady, do you want to burn that house? Let's move on. And Sanasha turns away from the settlement, the shack.
Is it still raining?
No folks.
It is.
Is it a thunderstorm?
It is.
God damn it.
What are you?
Aoki is going to look at the shack since he decided to throw the first fire.
A warning shot.
That's a pretty close warning shot. He's going to directly strike the little shack with Call of Lightning, and it is increased because of the storm.
Oh my god.
What are we doing?
This is the puppy all over again.
We're bombing his house.
It's fine. It's raining. It'll just immediately, the fire will immediately get put out. It's fine.
It's actually the wasteland's only orphanage.
And then an additional 1d10.
Well, you still have to roll a hit.
It's a save.
Oh, it's a save. Oh, the house
It's a
cannot make a
save.
save.
That's 12 damage coming down on this house.
All right. So Naoki calls lightning, wastes a spell slot, or uses a spell slot, striking this house. The door swings open, and stepping out is a man with a wide-brimmed hat, kind of a very haunched body posture, a long gray beard that kind of curls at the end. He has a jug in one hand, and he's holding a wand in the other. Very trousers, overalls that are unbuttoned in one. A tunic shirt that is dirty and has holes in it. He kind of has like this wild look in his eyes.
When he steps out of the shack, Emlyn is going to yell out, "Are you okay? Lightning just hit your house."
Oh,
I know what hit my darn house.
That's crazy nature.
Make a deception check.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Oh, golly.
Bro, it gets like a 1.
Deceptive. I'm very
Yeah, that's a 4.
You need to stop. You need to just be quiet when you roll.
I didn't even get to finish my
Maybe he's got
statement.
bad
I'm very
insight?
deceptive.
I need everybody who's currently riding a Schnoggle to make an animal handling check, please.
Oh no.
Oh,
Okay, not bad.
Your shit.
You're like the only one who could say that so far. Oh,
And I only have a +1. Come on, guys. The fuck's going on here?
and some leftover. Thank you.
Sorry, TikTok. Talia
What the
doesn't
frick's
have to roll
going on
'cause
here?
She's on Kevin.
Kevin.
So a 6, a 9,
Kevin.
a 15, a 3, and an 8.
Yes.
All of the Schnoggles, except for Renatus's,
Blow up.
go wild.
Blow up.
as
I go buck wild.
as he gets spooked by a sudden force that seems to scare them. All of you, except for Renatus, get thrown off your Schnoggles as they take off into the storm.
Shelby.
Betrayal.
Even Shelby? Whoa.
Even
Oh,
Shelby?
Shelby,
finally-
Shelby
we are
gets
living
taken
in-
off.
We are living
Did
in
Valerie-
Razad's tragic backstory.
Bodies.
fall? It fell. It fell when the animal
It's lost.
Thud to the
reared.
ground. Thud to the ground
Yes.
as this kooky prospector seems to have scared your Schnoggles.
Rude.
Y'all with good luck at the storm now.
Why the fuck are we striking people's houses with lightning?
Closes the door.
Give me a good answer.
He sent the
Darn.
firebolt first.
Okay. When Razad starts walking to the guy's house.
Oh no, I've said the wrong thing to the wrong murderer.
Anasha will try to not grapple, but grab Razad's shoulder.
Oh god.
What are you
Me and
planning on
Emily
doing?
part two.
This is not his fault. As you said, this is his house.
And then he's gonna keep walking.
I have no idea what you just said. The thunder just blurted out. Can you repeat that for me?
Get the fuck off of me.
Or what?
Rosad's gonna keep walking.
Emlyn is picking. She's holding Valerie, which is a wet corpse tarp fabric, and she is stumbling through this wet sand towards the group. Rosad, come on, guys, guys.
What are you all planning on doing? Are you just casually gonna murder this man?
Sounds like it.
I guess we're gonna see.
Technically, he did first, even though there's literally nothing here.
It's his house. He told
Did-
us to go
no.
away. He didn't hit me.
He
Razad.
fired before he said shit. We walked past. That's all
I
we
just
did.
feel, I feel like this is a very dangerous area where You shoot first and give the warning second.
If you were to walk up to a city wall from the wrong angle, not approaching a gate during the night, you can expect they might fire a warning shot first.
It's dusk,
You experience
Too
with that?
close.
It doesn't matter. I mean, Razad, stop.
He's not stopping.
Keep going.
He's in it.
A
Talk
lot
about
of
in
shit's
it.
happened in the past couple days, and he's not listening to this person that he just met.
Honestly, let's watch him do it.
Yeah, he's just gonna stir the storm.
Are you gonna make it hit light? You're gonna cause more
Do you
lightning.
have the spell control weather? That is
Call lightning lets me just take control of the storm.
Oh,
It's
so
a
you pull
concentration
lightning
spell.
down from the storm. All right,
It
so
creates
Rosad,
like an
you,
area,
make it, you
yeah.
make it up to the door of the house.
He's gonna bang on the door.
I'm
Oh,
gonna prepare my bow.
You hear from the other side. Who's there?
It's me, the one with the red skin, the one whose snuggle you spooked out from under him.
I want to know.
What the fuck?
Open up, old man.
I don't think I will. I don't like your tone.
Sinash
I'm
is
asking
walking
you
up.
nice. I'm asking you nicely, old man.
Oh, what are you
Please
gonna do about that,
open the
pretty
door.
boy?
That's a first. He's gonna try to open the door.
The door is locked.
He's gonna try to pick the lock.
Make a sleight of hand check.
All right.
Is
I
this
wanna
house
do
on
that.
fire?
Oh, it's raining.
It's a 18 by default.
It's dry.
We're in the middle of a thunderstorm. What do you mean?
Right, but it's the Badlands, so everything's like super dry.
It's still.
It can still rain.
Blame
Do
it.
you not know how deserts work?
You are cracking me up, Isaac.
Isaac.
It will be dry very quickly.
Yeah, once the
That
storm
might
is
be the
over
funniest thing.
and the sun comes out, but until then, it's
I see
still
what he
raining,
means.
it's still wet.
He's talking about how it's like chronically dehydrated, but if it's like flash
It's
flooded,
because the
Yeah, but-
land is
yeah.
so dry and cracked, the water is kind of pooling over top of it at first. So
If
can't
I
seep
okay,
in
but if
properly yet.
I take if I take a pile of seasoned wood and I soak it in water real fast, you can't light that on fire until it dries again.
Yeah, but you didn't light it with lightning.
All
Does an
so
18 work?
18 does unlock the lock.
explodes.
All right.
No, the lock.
He picks the door and he pushes it open, or pulls it whichever way the door goes.
All right, so you open the door and you find a very plush looking house, and the man sitting there he is drinking tea from a porcelain pot. How do you do?
I need my snuggle back.
Well, you better go catch it.
I need you to get my snuggle back.
That ain't my problem.
You've spooked it off. It is your problem now.
Your friend struck my house with lightning.
I didn't strike your house with lightning.
A small little animated orchestra is playing in the corner. The house is a lot bigger on the inside than it is the out.
Nasha ducks through the door and walks in.
We are a no shoes household.
These aren't shoes, they're boots.
Fair enough.
I didn't want any business with your house. I wanted to keep moving with my snuggle. I even warned them to leave you alone. I need you to help me get my Snuggle back. That is all I'm asking of you.
Snuggle will return in the morning. You best stay dry till then.
At this point, Evelyn comes clobbering through the front door. She's carrying Valerie, leaving wet sand. She comes in.
You muck. So, he wants a Snuggle. You say they'll come back in the morning?
Snuggles always return. Strong sniffers they got there on their Snuggles. That's all you sent back.
So, apologize for the rudeness of our companion.
Oh, I'm not in there.
She's not pointing at Inoki. How can we make it up to you?
I imagine y'all are the traveling type.
That would be correct.
Well, got money I can use to repair my roof?
Is the roof leaking?
Not at all.
What kind of roof?
Wood.
Doesn't look like wood from in here.
Well, that because your eyes don't work quite well.
I would say they work very well, but
Are you here to argue, or are you here to apologize for striking my house with lightning?
Well,
because I reckon.
I mean, I would presume by the.
I gave you a warning. Y'all tried to set my house on fire despite it raining.
I mean, he just has this thing about making lightning happen when he gets angry. So you would like compensation for the wooden shack on the exterior, but
I say 100 gold do just fine.
Hell no.
Talia walks in with sass.
Now, or y'all can stay out on the rain.
Would that 100 gold come with accommodations for the night? And food?
I don't see why not.
That's a better deal. I like that.
I'd make that deal.
I've got a couple emeralds.
Or a whole bunch of money in a bag of holding.
With that, Emmeline will set down Valerie on the ground, just in the middle of this very nice living room space that he has cultivated for himself. And she'll untie the binding ropes on the outside, open up this canvas fabric that's been kind of holding Valerie in there. Valerie looks fine, to my knowledge. Gentle repose, it's been about 5 days, I think.
And no
6?
decomposition, yeah. She just looks
so
like a murdered person.
Yeah. She, I mean, you know, Emmeline has cleaned the blood from her at this point, but there is still a wound, you know what I mean? Stuff like that. And then, yeah, she'll go ahead and start digging around for the bag of holding.
Mm-hmm.
That Valerie.
Yeah, it's in the chest area.
Oh, yeah.
Is that... Do you normally... Oh, okay. I just thought that was a little strange looking from here. Just taking... Anyways.
So you give him the 100 gold?
Which part? Can we do 50 and 2 emeralds?
I think an emerald's worth more. Potentially.
Oh.
He'll take the 50 gold and 2 emeralds.
Okay. That works. I was never going to use them.
Wonder how much they were
I
worth.
guess you ought to know my name. My name is Cliffhausen Benedict Fleming.
Cliff, Housand, Benedict,
That's a lot of
Fleming.
words.
Y'all can call me Cliff.
Okay, Cliff.
Call me
thank
Mr.
you.
Fleming. I won't know what to do with it.
Isn't that your father's name? Isn't that what they say?
I never knew my father.
Oh.
Welcome to the
On
club.
anything except late to dinner.
He'll spit in the palm of his hand and reach out to shake Emmeline's.
Emmeline, with her gloved hand, will just shake his hand. She firm-ish grip.
Well, welcome
name's
to
Evelyn.
my chateau.
Thank you, Cliff. What amenities do you have here?
Well, y'all can go ahead and go down that hallway there. You'll find a bedroom for each of you.
This is magic, right? Like,
well, no shit.
I mean, sorry, I'm not magically inclined. I only understand some basic theoretical
Y'all
information.
ain't minor inclined either.
I apologize.
Is your friend gonna stay out there in the rain, twirling that umbrella around anymore, or is he gonna come on in?
Okay, you're coming
Get your ass in here.
Oh, this is the first time I've been able to control the storm. Look. He just like sends like a giant lightning bolt and like lights up this cactus.
Stop playing in the rain and get your ass inside.
Okay, stop showing off your magic. Come on.
Fine.
Respect
He lets
nature.
go of the storm and kind of just like pushes it towards wherever it needs to go.
Yeah, Renatus Ignis will also follow suit and follow into the house.
Mr. Cliff, may I ask you a question?
Go on.
I can't think of a better way to ask. Why do you live out here? Is it to offer people like us somewhere to be, or is this just luck?
Well, quite frankly, I didn't want y'all to bother me at all, but here you are, and here's my pockets lined with some gold and emeralds now.
Okay.
I mean,
But
this
I
would make a
live
really.
out here so I can be left alone and practice my craft.
So that's why this isn't a roadside inn, because this is spectacular.
What kind of craft?
Knitting.
May I see?
I'm interested in that too.
Mm-hmm.
So he'll walk over and open up a shiffer robe, he calls it, and there are a wide collection of sweaters. He's using some little like there's gloves, there's caps.
These are nice. Flynn.
Yeah, I had my wild days, you know, went out into the world, kill monsters here and there, earn some money, but then I just wanted to retire. And here I am.
How well crafted are these? Are they like one would call amateur-ish, or?
So make an intelligence check.
I will also point out that my character is proficient weaver of cloth
I will
and
let you
clothing.
add proficiency to your check.
That was intelligence, sorry?
Yep.
Okay, because I will need it.
So over 20. Like 21?
Yeah. Yeah, it's just 19. So yeah,
Okay.
my proficiency. Oh no, it's over 20. Yeah, with my proficiency, I don't know why I rolled it again.
So they're not like extremely well made. They're pretty amateurish. Like someone who would be selling these at like a small town farmer's market for way more than they're worth, subjectively. But like they're wearable.
That's interesting. I'm fascinated by the technique you show here. Did you learn this from anyone?
No, I'm all self-taught.
Well, And if you ever have a chance to get to Doltheniac,
Little Ben, why don't you get our guests some refreshment? You hear sound of like hissing with some metal clinking, and a small little automaton creature comes like clinking out with like steam kind of coming out of it, and offers you all a tray with some teacups on it.
You had your own robot too. We used to have one.
He was a great little guy.
Well, this one I'm quite proud of, made it myself.
What did you say its name was?
Little Ben.
Little Ben, okay.
Named after me.
Oh, because Benedict, right? Yeah.
Well, these long pauses are very entertaining.
Sorry,
Oh no, go ahead.
I was just presuming you wanted to live in your own. You didn't want us to talk your ears off. I mean, you have accepted us as company.
No,
but,
no, you're right. You know, I wouldn't want anybody asking me about my life or anything like that.
I mean, were you assume you live somebody else? You're working on automatons. You have the ability to work with knitting. You're obviously magically inclined. I mean, where did you learn some of these skills, or did you just kind of come across them yourself?
No, I studied in the college up north.
Oh, okay. So you did go to Doltheniac, I assume.
I did.
That's my hometown. My mother actually works there. What do they call it? Is it a Mages Guild or a Mages Call? What are the name of the
Mages
higher
College.
education? My mother actually works at the Mages College.
Oh, how interesting.
Yeah, I suppose it's not that interesting for you here.
No, I was an adventurer in my time. I studied a little bit at the college and went off on a sabbatical to go pursue thrills of the lifetime. You know, it is what it is.
Yeah, I mean, you've certainly found your niche in place in the world, and you fire firebolts at people who walk in your property at night, so you can get your
I
piece.
could have done a lot worse.
Yeah, fireball, maybe the big fireball thing. Is that? I mean, every wizard seems to know fireball, but it's a little, expected, right? I'm sure you could do something much cooler.
Trying to get me to reveal my secrets. I will not.
I don't. Are you sure you don't want to?
Anyhow. Sit down, have some drink, have some food. Welcome to it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to take my leave. I'm going to take these with me to the room. Thank you. She'll kind of scoop Valerie up, take a little teacup, and hobble down the hallway to one of the rooms.
It's okay that she's just like
available.
It's okay.
She does these things. Sometimes it's just good to let her do her own thing.
You can go supervisor if you want.
I don't want to supervise her. I'm just really worried about the fact she's carrying your friend's body around all the time.
Sounds like you want me to go supervisor. Naoki runs down the hall.
Is he a really good counter check to bad behavior? I'm kind of getting a vibe of irresponsibility going around with. I don't know much about Naoki. I just know I was supposed to find him. And
Most of the time he's drinking, so he just does whatever he wants, whenever he wants, I guess.
That's really concerning.
We all have great qualities.
So the level-headed one in the party was Krumgaku?
At this point, Cliff is carrying a broom around the house, doing a waltz.
Can I join in?
Make a
You cut
performance
him.
check.
Oh god, okay.
Nope.
Fall over, hit my face.
4.
You begin to step in, but the moment you try to take your first step of the waltz, you trip over your shoelaces and hit the ground.
I'm just gonna stay here.
Suit yourself. He'll stop. He'll walk over to you. You know, sometimes when we fall down, we gotta get back up. He reaches his hand out.
You're right. Gotta get my ass back up. Can I try again? Good dance. Do, 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 do.
So what are y'all doing out here in these parts with a dead body?
We are adventuring and minding our business for the most part.
For the most part, sure.
What was the intent?
You know, I heard some interesting things about this part of the Badlands.
There's like an ancient city underneath the sands near here, and there was like a giant monolith that exploded. That just happened?
Oh, well, I knew about the Zaraxian ruins, if that's what you're referring to, but...
Yeah. You heard of anything about entities that come from the void, the monsters of monsters, by any chance? As a well-educated man who lives in the wilds?
The music just stops and just stops dancing with Talia. Why'd you ask something like that?
So, okay. What if I were to say that a giant monolith exploded, which was the only thing keeping an entity coming back, bringing the world back to the void, and that the monsters of monsters are going to come to take the world back piece by piece, and there's nothing that can stop them? Would that mean anything to you?
Nope, wouldn't know a thing about it.
Okay. I thought I'd just, sometimes you just have to throw shit on the wall and see what sticks. It's a metaphor.
I think I'm gonna hit myself to bed.
I think it's a great time for bed, y'all. Y'all have a good night now. I'm gonna go to bed myself.
Does he seem like he's actually telling the truth with the fact he knows nothing?
Make an insight check.
Like, no, everything's fine.
Hard to read. What's everybody's passive insight in this room? So everybody except for Emmeline and Naoki.
14.
11.
12. 14.
14. So Renatus, something spooked him for a moment. Very briefly, he showed genuine concern. Anyway, it's time to go to bed. So y'all have a good night. Hopefully your snoggles come back in the morning. And until then, bye.
Night. Wave. Good night.
Okay. Good night. Thank you for your hospitality.
Naoki, do you come into the room that Emlyn is in? Or
Correct.
you just bust in there?
Pretty much.
Kicks the door down.
The sight you come across is very sad. Emlyn has Valerie laid out and kind of supporting her head in her lap. She's brushing out her hair, reapplying smudged makeup, and just taking care of it.
Oh.
Is everything okay?
Yeah, I was just told by the group to supervise you.
Why?
Sanasha seemed concerned that you were taking the body into the room, but she doesn't know. So I'll have to ask that you forgive her, even though I don't really know her either.
Always forgiven. I assume she's just really excited and not used to it. I'm kind of used to the bodies, but it's just hard when you care so much, you know?
I can tell this one needs a little bit more than the usual ones.
It's okay, though. I can reapply gentle repose in a couple days, and we're still extending our abilities to get her back. So I have hope. I have all the hope in the world. I mean,
you too.
it's
Especially
saddened.
since, since Cram gave his life and destroyed the obelisk, maybe all the souls are returned back to where they need to be.
That is what I wonder. And I hope that in about 4 or 5 days, I might be able to have another communication. But I have to wait.
Oh, like a seance? I can try to do one with you.
I'll let you know when I plan on that. I wish I could do something similar for Crom. But
I know. I don't even know if he's like dead or just in the other realms.
I think it's best not to dwell on that right now. And she'll just kind of go back to brushing the hair.
So too, he kind of just plops down and just kind of just sips on his cup of tea.
Also, at some point during this night, when things get quiet, Emlyn would like to walk around a little bit and look at the house.
Okay. Does everybody else go to bed?
Yeah.
Sinatra will linger and just check on people first. She'll take a watch, even though maybe no one else is taking watch, just to make sure that everything's on the up and up.
Okay. So, in the middle of the night, Emmeline, you'll open up your door and begin to wander through the house.
I'm mostly looking for books. Books, journals, magical things. I would love to get some knowledge. Even if I don't take a book with me, maybe I could read one, you know?
So you're gonna make an investigation check.
I'm going to use the inspiration that was given to me by lovely Naoki's song and try again. 26.
A natural 20 specifically. So as you're wandering through the house, you hear like a bang sound. You're like, dang it.
I would like to slowly approach
You open
limit
up
how much
a door
noise.
and you find yourself in a decent sized study. There's a large bookcase. There's all sorts of tomes on it, but sitting at the desk, like with a number of charts sprawled across the desk, is Cliff. He seems to have just hit his head on a lantern, kind of hanging from the ceiling. Oh, sorry, little lady, I didn't see you there.
I did not mean to startle. Are you alright?
I see some news today that's my worries me.
Is that why you're mulling over what appears to be very fascinating scripts? She'll kind of like be peering over and like looking on it. 12.
At first glance, it seems to be charts of the different planes and how they intersect with each other.
You said you heard some news. What do you mean by that?
All I know is that I don't know enough. I know enough to get me worried.
It's the worst kind. Do you know anything about something called a seer?
You should sit down.
Yes, sir.
Can I get everybody else to deafen, please? During my time as a young adventurer, pre-Tears of Tombmates, mind you, before I lost my magic for 9 years, my group and I were wandering through the realms of the Dark Court.
The Fae.
Just the same.
Mm-hmm.
We came across a book bound by what seemed to be a leather, right? But it glowed with this energy, and then we learned it was the skin of a dead god. And
did it have a face?
No, don't get ahead of me. Let me tell the story.
I'm sorry.
Our party's leader, a brave paladin, he opened the book, and what he read inside drove him instantly mad. He was the most courageous and sound-minded person I knew in this life. From the little amount of words I could get out of him since that day, he only spoke of the primal terrors. The things in the most wicked sense and twisted fate. Have you ever been just out at night? Nothing but silence and darkness around you. You just feel like something's behind you, ready to chase you up them stairs.
Mm-hmm.
That primal, instinctual fear you constantly fear in the back of your mind. That's just a small leaking of the power these things bring into this world. Imprisoned by the gods tens of thousands of years ago, pre-cosmos. There's only one place in the world I know of that you would be able to learn more about these.
Where would that be?
The goddess of knowledge herself. You'd have to go to the library of Allura. In the morning, I'll take your friends to Northies. But then I'm leaving. I don't plan on coming back.
I envy you.
No, drink this sleepy time tea now. You need to get some rest.
Thank you for sharing that with me. I can't imagine what it must have been like to watch that.
Oh, and Emmeline, one last thing.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think your friend is ever coming back.
I'm not ready to accept that yet. But thank you.
Get some sleep.
She'll close the door politely. Sure.
Soon enough, you're able to fall asleep and wake up the next morning.
Hearing. I do not feel rested.
So, the rest of you wake up bright and early in the morning. Breakfast is made by Cliff. But it feels like you are moving. The house seems to rock back and forth. Schnoggles returned in the morning. I went ahead and put them in the shed. You can find it down that hallway right there.
Why is the house shaking?
Okay, I got it moving towards Northies. I'll drop you off nearby.
You have a moving house?
Go ahead and look out the window there.
Absolutely. And Sanasha will like lean out the window.
You hang your head out the window to a very powerful breeze hitting your face. You look down and you see these two mechanical chicken legs running through the Badlands.
Oh my gods. This is so awesome. Wow. You did this on your own?
No, I used some scraps I found here and there around the Badlands to make it happen.
Wow. This is really useful. So you just move your house wherever you need to be?
To get away from things, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and go up to my personal room and get some things organized. We'll be in all these about an hour.
Thank you. That's really helpful to move during the night. That's well worth the investment. You're a gracious host. Thank you.
He'll pat Emmeline on the shoulder as he walks by and go up a ladder. That's what I says. You may all mark your character sheets for a long rest.
Woo woo.
Did you say woo woo or ooh woo?
I said woo woo.
Okay.
Both are acceptable.
Yeah.
Woo.
I did not see Renatus as the ooh woo type, but maybe I misjudged him.
He knows something.
Yeah.
He knows a lot. Very knowledgeable.
Did you just figure?
Pertaining to what you asked him last night.
So you asked him follow-up questions to figure this information out just now?
No. But he's hiding something.
Why didn't you mention something last night?
Why would I mention in front of the person that is hiding something that he was hiding something? That seems kind of counterintuitive.
It does, yes. It just...
What did you mention to him?
Well, I mentioned the thing, the monsters of monsters, the creature to entity trying to bring the world back to the void, all of that, and I mean, I missed his reaction at the time, but
Okay.
okay. Did we learn something? I mean, it's great that you noticed Renatus, but you could have mentioned us last night. I mean, for all we know, he could have been planning to kill us in our sleep.
Does anyone know what city the Library of Aurora is in?
Library of Allura?
Mm-hmm. Either a library or a temple.
Would
anyone in the party want to roll to help me and see if they know? Would anyone know? Might be
Sanasha probably
hidden lost
doesn't know.
knowledge.
It would be a religion check.
Oh, definitely not me.
I mean,
I'll give it a shot.
yeah. Sorry, gods
Just
aren't really
maybe
my thing, so.
I can remember something of my own.
They're not mine either. Well, they are, but in a different way.
Yeah. Mother spoke more about magic stuff, but I didn't really pay that much attention, really. I should have.
We
You
just
rolling or
don't
am I
really...
rolling?
So what'd you get there, Quentin?
Pretty good.
Ooh,
Allura
17. actually.
is the goddess of knowledge and invention. She's also said to be the one who designed the prison for Tumes.
Because we've heard of the Tears of Tumes if you've read the stories of the Seekers. So they might have heard of the Tower of Allura, potentially. Or did that not get circulated very much?
Do you share this information with the party? Quentin.
Yeah, sorry. I did.
The prison for Tumes? That must be related to the Tears of Tumes?
Indeed.
I'll have to look more into it, but it's something I'd like to keep an eye out for.
I mean, if we can get up to any major city, but I suspect maybe they might know something in Doltheniak. I mean, there's all kinds of scholars there. Goblin wizards, goblin scholars, orc scholars, you know.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I see.
Yeah. Probably
It's not
some...
urgent. We can take time with it.
Is it like end of the world kind of thing, or like...
It has to do, a bit with what we experienced yesterday. Mm-hmm.
So, end of the world kind of stuff.
Yes.
So, semi-urgent.
I wasn't here when you asked Cliff about the monster of monsters and when you brought that up. But I was exploring the house late last night and we had a brief conversation. It seemed to be worrying him through the night. He was looking at diagrams of different planes and how they interact. He mentioned the library of Allura to me, so I wanted to look up for it. He said we would find any and all answers in less words.
Well, we are heading to Drailworm. That's a large nation. Maybe we'll find something of use there. We'll have to ask around.
Definitely.
There's not like some like secret library anywhere that you were told about in the past that might be hidden somewhere? Like a secretive library?
Sounds familiar.
Okay. I don't know. I wasn't with you, so.
I know. So much has happened. I completely blanked on that library. That library was back north, wasn't it? I don't know why I'm asking you. I'm sorry.
Oh, is it close to the. Like, where? Near the river?
I want to say the Roamore River.
So near the Grove. Potentially.
Yeah.
'Cause that's.
Hopefully it's not the Grove. That'd be awkward.
No, I mean. So not sure remember hearing anything about a secret library in the Grove?
Go ahead and make a history check.
Sure. Let me fail at this history check for you.
I was going to ask, did that religion check jostle anything in my memory?
10.
Other than the question that you asked for?
Yeah.
No.
All right.
And 10. So as you think about the library and the potential remembrance of its existence in the recesses of your mind, what happens next will be a story for another time.
Damn.
So
I like
everybody,
the-
that is where we're going to have our cliffhanger for this session. Thank you so much.
10?
Thank you so much, everyone, for watching so far. Thank you to our players this evening. As we continue to expand on the greater lore of this campaign in this world. I'm gonna go ahead and pass it on over to Jeremiah, who plays Rosad.
We had another interesting outcome of a wish. Nulcera got sent to the past, and we had a kind of hectic combat because of it. Not in the way that a lot of combats would be hectic, but Cram kind of sacrificed himself, so that's a pretty big deal. And I guess the party's handling it in all their own types of ways. But yeah, we get one problem solved and a lot more ominous information thrown our way afterward. So the existential dread never disappears ultimately. But yeah, we're going back to Nulthies, which is a little bit of an unexpected surprise, but it's definitely taking a big leg of the trip out for us. And yeah, I can't wait to see what else happens. With that, I'll pass it over to Quentin, aka Renatus.
Yeah, thanks so much, Jeremiah. And clearly, you've never seen any season of Supernatural, because that's literally the exact same thing that happens every season. They stop something from ending the world. It awakens something that wants to end the world. Anyway,
Don't forget about the random revivals. Can we have that?
True.
Can we have that part?
Yeah. Can we get some revivals there, DM, please? Yeah, great session all around. Yeah. Why do I always blank when I'm doing this? Good little bit of combat. Sad to see Cram go. But Josh, he was a hell of a character. Can't wait to see what you're gonna pull out next. But yeah. So, as always, thank you to everyone who was chatting up in chat tonight. Thank you to all of our wonderful role players for bringing this story to life. And speaking of stories being brought to life, thank you to our wonderful DM Michael for putting together such an amazing story for us, bringing us together here each and every week so that we may bring it to you live. And
We're doing it live.
Yeah, fuck it, we're doing it live. Will Renatus ever get any of his backstory? Who knows? Anyway. But yeah. So that's all I got. So I'm going to pass it on down the line here to Guy.
Hey, what's up? Yeah, so second session in the campaign. I'm so happy to join you all. Definitely don't remember playing another character before this. It's very exciting. But
definitely not wrapped up over in the corner of Emily's room right now.
She's totally wrapped up. We're going full Weekend at Bernie's here. If anyone gets that reference soon with Valerie.
Except this is with Mage Hand.
Put some sunglasses on her. Yeah. Anyways,
singing to the body in the house that goes down the street.
Yeah. The best thing is Kremgaku died just as we learned everything he needed to know about his past. He didn't get time to consider it.
Well, y'all learned it after.
But he learned it already.
Yeah.
You know, isn't it nice? So here's the lesson from you. If you have explored all of your backstory elements and all of your character moments, expect to die.
I don't want to know anything else.
Never fulfill your wishes. Leave something hanging. But no, it's a great session. Having fun with you. I love how Sanasha is not fitting in right now, which is great. Though I do appreciate the fact she got everyone to have their nice cry circle and think about their feelings and, discover that they were actually sad about Kremgaku's dying. Speaking of which, I'm going to pass it on to Josh. Memory deleted.
Yeah, no, fun session. I mean, other than, fun 15 minutes of a session. No, I wish Cram didn't die, but I also don't know how we would have made it out of that fight without it, so who knows? What could have been situation? Maybe we'll do a Marvel What If episode of Cram didn't sacrifice himself.
EPK.
But maybe. No, I don't really have much to say. Good fun session, good fun roleplay from all the other players. It was like watching my little movie. It was great. But with that, I'll pass it on to Chloe, who plays Evelyn.
That's fun. A little movie. What a fantastic session. This was personally one of my favorites, just because there was teamwork, there was tension, there was deep sadness and grief. And this was also one of the silliest episodes I think that we've ever made. So overall, great laughs. I am extremely saddened to know, but at the same time, it's kind of full circle. It's a very complicated feeling. It's gonna suck not to see Crom around, but I bet he feels like a badass for low-key saving the world. So, you win some, you lose some.
And doing it all at the same time.
That's right. Other than that, though, I really don't have much other to say. Thank you to all the role players, and thank you to Michael. Go ahead and take it away, Isaac.
It was a great session this week. We got to see a pretty big climax to the story of our friend unfortunately going into another realm and probably dying, along with the BBG of this episode. But it's kind of sad just watching your friend die. But everyone's pretty much covered everything, so I'm just gonna throw it back over to Michael.
Thank you so much, and thank you to everyone for playing tonight. Maybe the BBEG are the choices we made along the way.
They're always the choices we made along the way.
Always the choices. So everybody, I am going to go ahead and wrap this up, and I have nothing else to say other than bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.